Welcome and greetings. I am Natalie L. Stevenson, historian, Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, Psi Epsilon Omega Chapter. I am honored to serve as chairman of the Psi Epsilon Omega Chapter 15th Anniversary Committee. I am truly appreciative that you took the time to join us to celebrate and commemorate our chapter's milestone 15th anniversary. As a charter member of Psi Epsilon Omega Chapter, this auspicious occasion is especially heartwarming. I can vividly remember the challenge leading to triumphant success of working diligently alongside 26 other determined and dynamic women to charter our chapter. Our vision would manifest into a history making, award winning organization that would render impactful service and exceptional programs to communities of Laurel, Bowie, and Greenbelt, Prince George's County, Maryland, celebrating 15 years of perfection, excellence, and outstanding community service.
Good evening, guests. I am Patricia Banks, co-chairman of the Psi Epsilon Omega Chapter 15th Anniversary Committee. The members of Psi Epsilon Omega Chapter are very delighted that you are joining us on this very special celebration this evening, honoring a milestone anniversary of 15 years. This occasion not only commemorates 15 years of Psi Epsilon Omega Chapter's impactful service initiatives supporting residents and communities in the cities of Laurel, Bowie, and Greenbelt in Prince George's County, Maryland, it also recognizes partnerships with valued community organizations collaborating with the chapter to sponsor programs and activities that improve quality of life, living, and enhanced communities.
Good evening, everyone. I am Tia Belton, co-chairman of the Psi Epsilon Omega Chapter 15th Anniversary Committee. And so we welcome you to embark on a memorable experience this evening, viewing and learning about Psi Epsilon Omega Chapter's programs, activities, and achievements through the years. Our program this evening features contributions from special guests highlighting the chapter's work and contributions within the community and cherished memories in a variety of tributes. Your presence here this evening is especially appreciated because we know that 15 years in existence would not have been made possible were it not for the support of you, the community, partners, and friends of Psi Epsilon Omega Chapter. And now, Ms. Shawn A. Jackson, chaplain of Psi Epsilon Omega Chapter, will present this evening's meditation.
Our meditation today is entitled, A Recipe for Pearlfection, Excellence, and Outstanding Community Service. 27 cups of faith, 15 tablespoons of love, 4 cups of strategic planning, 8 ounces of humility, 5 teaspoons of grace, 7 cups of mercy, 2 pinches of brown sugar, 9 tablespoons of prayer, 39 ounces of PEO strong, and 16 cups of our founder's wisdom. Mix all of these ingredients together in a heart-shaped bowl. Preheat your oven to 1908 degrees. Cook for 2 hours and allow the dish to cool for 1 hour. For the last 15 years, this God-given recipe has allowed Psi Epsilon Omega Chapter to serve the communities of Laurel, Bowie, and Greenbelt, Maryland with perfection, excellence, and outstanding community service.
We, the members of Psi Epsilon Omega Chapter, are honored to present greetings from Dr. Glenda Glover, International President and Chief Executive Officer of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated.
Dear members of Psi Epsilon Omega Chapter, it is my honor and pleasure to congratulate you on 15 years of perfection, excellence, and outstanding community service. On behalf of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated and its 320,000 members across the globe, I salute all of you on a century of monumental service and the legacy you've imprinted since 2007. Psi Epsilon Omega has made tremendous impacts in service and scholarship, remaining steadfast and influential in the Laurel, Bowie, and Greenbelt, Maryland communities. Alpha Kappa Alpha's founders envisioned a perpetuated sisterhood that promotes service, leadership, and sisterliness. We are grateful for your help in solidifying our legacy throughout your 15 years of service. Through the unselfish giving of your time and resources, you have demonstrated what it means to be an Alpha Kappa Alpha woman. I am confident that you will continue to exemplify excellence as you positively impact your community for many decades to come. Again, congratulations on 15 years of service to all mankind. I wish you continued success in all of your endeavors as we continue to reach unparalleled heights of remarkable service and sisterhood to our beloved sorority. Yours in Alpha Kappa Alpha Excellence, Dr. Glenda Glover, International President and CEO, Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. And now it is our honor to bring you greetings from Mrs. Mary Bentley Lamar, Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, North Atlantic Regional Director.
Greetings, Psi Epsilon Omega chapter, and happy anniversary. This is wonderful that you are celebrating 15 years. And for the charter members who are here in existence, did you think you would see this day? This is a day that you have dreamed of back in 2007 when you stepped out on faith and worked to become a chapter. I congratulate you, and under the leadership of Sor Benita Swindell, keep leading on a high note. I appreciate all that you do as the basileus of the Psi Epsilon Omega chapter. And to all the members, just continue to lead and lead with excellence as we celebrate you today for 15 years. 15 years of sisterhood, scholarship, and service. Take care.
And now a musical performance presenting the melodious and enchanting Psi Epsilon Omega chapter chorale under the direction of Miss Janie Grant.
PEO is young. There's still much work to get done. We take time to laugh, time to play, and service every day. We welcome you to PEO. We know you had a place to go. We welcome you to PEO. We hope you stay and make your home. PEO is young. There's still much work to get done. We take time to laugh,
Ms. Sandra Yates, Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, Psi Epsilon Omega Chapter's first Vice President and Program Chairman, presents Psi Epsilon Omega programs through 15 years of impactful community service.
Greetings, I am Sandra Yates, First Vice President and Program Chairman for Psi Epsilon Omega Chapter. Please join me on a journey through Psi Epsilon Omega's 15 years of programs of service for the communities of Laurel, Bowie, and Greenbelt, Maryland. Each Alpha Kappa Alpha International president has targeted service programs during her administration. Listed here are the international programs of service that have transpired since PEO was chartered in 2007. Education has been a recurring Alpha Kappa Alpha program focus since our founding in 1908. PEO has created and performed programs of service targeted to students from elementary school through college. Our health-oriented service projects have encompassed a wide variety of Alpha Kappa Alpha's international program initiatives, such as asthma management, to healthy eating, to showing care for our caregivers. Psi Epsilon Omega has created service projects and programs to promote the attainment of generational wealth and economic sustainability, which have been a high priority for Alpha Kappa Alpha since our founding more than 114 years ago. Protecting the global environment and community is indicative of the expansive reach of Alpha Kappa Alpha throughout the world and PEO in our communities of service. The Arts, an initiative of the last 4 years, is a program that teaches youth about the artistry and cultural importance of the Harlem Renaissance and Black arts movement. As you can see, service is the heart of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. Thank you for joining Psi Epsilon Omega on our 15-year journey of service to the communities of Laurel, Bowie, and Greenbelt, Maryland.
Introducing Mrs. Benita A. Swindell, Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, President of Psi Epsilon Omega Chapter.
Good evening to all those assembled. I am Benita Swindell, President of Psi Epsilon Omega Chapter, Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. It is my distinct honor and high privilege to welcome you to this anniversary celebrating 15 years of Pearlfection, excellence, and outstanding community service. It is so wonderful to be in the company of so many members of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, local dignitaries, fellow Greeks from other national Pan-Hellenic organizations, partners, friends, and family. As the fourth president of this illustrious chapter, I am humbled by the opportunity to serve with such dynamic sisters. This chapter was chartered under the guiding principles of sisterhood and service to all mankind. Since its inception, Psi Epsilon Omega Chapter has been making a difference in the lives of others through charitable works and civic involvement. Based upon the representation that is present today and the remarkable membership growth we have experienced over our 15 years of existence, we have demonstrated that we have been true to fulfilling the vision and legacy of our founders of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. When I became president, I established a motto for my administration, which is PEO aspiring to aim higher. This chapter continues to elevate to a higher level of impact in the communities we serve through the numerous programs and events that you will hear about this evening. We have planned an exciting program for you that includes reflections from our chartering members, chapter members, Alpha Kappa Alpha leadership, community partners, and sponsors. Sorors of PEO, you should be proud of your association with this chapter and the optimism we should have for what is in store for the future. The success we have experienced over the past 15 years reflects the dedication of our members and the love we all have for our amazing sorority. I would like to take this moment to acknowledge the hard work and commitment from the 15th Anniversary Steering Committee, Natalie Stevenson, Chairman, Patricia Banks, and Teal Belton, Co-Chairman, and the entire Anniversary Committee. Congratulations on a magnificent job well done. In closing, please enjoy the evening that has been planned for you and be mindful that the respect we have gained as a chapter would not have been recognized without the commitment of each of our members. I am truly PEO proud. Congratulations, Psi Epsilon Omega Chapter. It's our time to celebrate.
In 2001, a friendly discussion between Mrs. Ianthea Williams Critchlow and Ms. Michelle D. White would spark ideas, hopes, and dreams to start an Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated chapter in Northern Prince George's County, Maryland. On April 29, 2007, in Greenbelt, Prince George's County, Maryland, that sustained rich discussion would blossom into the reality of chartering a premier service organization as 27 dynamic, purpose-driven, visionary women launched into new dimensions of service. The 69th graduate chapter of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, Psi Epsilon Omega Chapter, rendering service in the cities of Laurel, Bowie, and Greenbelt, Prince George's County, Maryland. Introducing the charter members of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, Psi Epsilon Omega Chapter: Beatrice Bissong, Leanne Calhoun, Joyce Crowder, Alicia Freeman Campbell, Adrian Watts Haggins, Deborah L. Hamilton Diggs, Melinda Van Porter Hill, Kimberly Hughes, Sean A. Jackson, Tanya Jackson, Marilyn K. Femi Manners, Kia Matthews, Malika Ann Matthews Nell, Wandra V. McKee, Sandra Nett Moses, Avis Watts Pollard, Latario T. Powell Brown, Natalie L. Stevenson, Prima Rochelle Tatum, Jacqueline R. Lewis Taylor,
Letitia F. Toomer, LaShawn Washington Batts, Donna West, Michelle D. White, Ianthea Williams, Karen L.G. Williamson, Latrice Marie Workman. Thank you to the charter members of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, Psi Epsilon Omega Chapter. Your legacy and commitment to sisterhood and service lives on 15 years and beyond.
Psi Epsilon Omega Chapter leadership spans 4 administrations from 2007 to the present. First chapter president, Ms. Michelle D. White, 2007 through 2011. Second chapter president, Ms. Shawn A. Jackson, 2012 through 2015. Third chapter president, Ms. Nicola F. Kennedy, 2016 through 2019. Our fourth and current chapter president, Mrs. Benita A. Swindell, 2020 to the present. Through 15 years and 4 administrations of chapter leadership, the efforts of these accomplished leaders helped Psi Epsilon Omega Chapter experience impressive membership growth, expansion of service programs, increased outreach and public engagement through multidimensional public relations initiatives, growth of community partners, and launching of award-winning history-making achievements recognized locally, nationally, and internationally.
Guests are cordially invited to visit the Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated Psi Epsilon Omega Chapter 15th Anniversary Virtual Museum. While touring the museum, we welcome you to explore aesthetically beautiful, engaging, and interactive exhibits showcasing Psi Epsilon Omega's 15 years of perfection, excellence, and outstanding community service. In order to access the museum, click on the museum link sent to you with the anniversary program launch announcement. Please connect with PEO on the chapter's social media platforms and share your thoughts about the museum feature of the anniversary celebration. Next, a musical performance by Brandon Jamal Felder, pianist, educator, and conductor. The selection, If I Can Help Somebody, featuring vocalist Simone Hallwell.
If I can help somebody as I pass along, if I can cheer somebody with a word or song, if I can show somebody he is traveling wrong, then my living shall not be in vain. If I can do my duty as a Christian ought, if I can bring back beauty to a world abroad, if I can spread love's message that the Master taught, then my living shall not be in vain. Then my living shall not be then my living shall not be in vain. Then my living shall not be shall not be in vain. If I can help somebody as I pass along, then my living shall not be in vain. My living shall not be in vain. My living shall not be in
Let's hear from some of Psi Epsilon Omega's valued community partners. The Elizabeth House, Fish of Laurel Incorporated, is one of Psi Epsilon Omega chapter's longest standing valued community partners. Ms. Linda Crossley, pantry coordinator for Elizabeth House, shares experiences of providing social services for residents in the city of Laurel through sustained partnership with Psi Epsilon Omega chapter.
So I'm Linda Crossley, pantry coordinator at Elizabeth House, Fish of Laurel. I run the food pantry, which is available to Laurel residents and qualifying PG County residents. And Elizabeth House also is a soup kitchen. We serve free dinner every single night of the year to anyone who shows up during dinner hours. Because of the pandemic, it's now served in to-go containers. Pre-pandemic, it was sit-down dinner inside of our building. And we are very grateful to your partnership over the years. For years, pre-pandemic, your chapter was served one Saturday a month through pantry in all of the shifts. And you also, all of our special giveaways, which is Thanksgiving, Christmas, and Christmas in July, your group manned everything. Which was terrific. You were here for 4 to 5 to 6 hours handing out turkey, turkey and all the fixings so people could go home and for the holiday make their own holiday meal. And your group did that for so many years, and we were super grateful of that. And also pre-pandemic, when you ran, I think it was the third Wednesday of the month, that was terrific. And that was, the third Saturday of the month, and that was running a pantry shift. Your group has also been very generous to us with not just food donations, food drives, the potatoes, the fresh potatoes, sweet potatoes, and regular potatoes. that you brought us in November of this past year, but also financially. You have given us financial support over the years as well, and it's all been truly appreciated. So we're always looking for partnerships. Food drives are always welcome. I try and keep our website updated with my latest needs. That is always a good way to do it. And when your group is able to physically come back and help, we will see how we can work that out. We're still keeping our team small, trying to keep everybody safe in these uncertain times.
Psi Epsilon Omega chapter proudly supports school communities in Prince George's County, Maryland. Since 2007, the chapter has supported schools through its Adopt a School initiative. Over the past several years, Psi Epsilon Omega chapter's adopted school has been Oakland's elementary school, Prince George's County Public Schools. Here is Miss Jewel Preston, principal of Oakland's elementary school and member of Psi Epsilon Omega chapter, sharing her thoughts about partnership endeavors supporting the Oakland's elementary school community, students, and their families.
Good morning. Good morning. Yes, it's morning here. We're live on site at Oakland's Elementary School in Prince George's County, Maryland, in the beautiful city of Laurel. And yes, I'm here at the home of the Falcons. And you see right here across the way here in Zoom land, the beautiful, the awesome, the wonderful, the visionary leader of this wonderful school community. This is Principal Jewel Preston. Jewel Preston, yes, here she is.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, good morning. And yes, Oakland's Elementary School is also led by Principal Preston's assistant principal, Miss Leah Taylor. Yes, so we are on site at the wonderful Oakland's ES. I am Natalie Stevenson. Yes, your chairman, the chairman for the PEO 15th anniversary celebration. And I'm honored to be here and meet and have a little chat with Principal Preston. Oakland's Elementary School is very important to Psi Epsilon Omega chapter because it is our adopted school. And the chapter is so very honored to partner with Oakland's Elementary School. Principal Preston, you've been gracious and wonderful with welcoming the organization and having us do some wonderful service initiatives for the school community that not only benefit the students, of course, first and foremost, but also the families of Oakland. So we appreciate that. And we are celebrating 15 years, as you know, because Principal Preston is also a member of Psi Epsilon Omega chapter. Yay. Yes. And 15 years, what a milestone, serving Laurel, Bowie, and Greenbelt. But we have some very wonderful memories going way back to the very beginning of PEO, working with the schools in the city of Laurel. So I'm here to just chat with Principal Preston and ask a few questions and to get some of her insights on where we've been and where we would like to go as we partner. Now, home of the Falcons, yes, that's the school's mascot. Falcon, a beautiful, dignified bird. And the falcon symbolizes ambition, excellence, freedom, victory, with clear vision and keen focus. All of those things relate to Oakland's Elementary School, has manifested in all the wonderful things that you're doing here. And I'm proud to say that we are a part of that clear vision and that keen focus on serving and meeting needs of the people in the community. So Principal Preston, what do you see, what do you think about Psi Epsilon Omega chapter at 15 years of rendering service and its impact on Oakland's elementary school?
Well, I definitely cannot say enough about how the Psi Epsilon Omega chapter has really impacted what happens here at Oakland's Elementary School. This is my 4th year here as the principal and our 3rd year as the adopted school for Psi Epsilon Omega. And in this 3 years of our partnership, we've really been able to do a lot. Psi Epsilon Omega chapter has donated funds to help purchase winter coats for our students as well as uniforms. One of the major initiatives that we've done was start with this comfort closet that we had. And it started with a small idea of starting a food pantry for our students and our families who suffer from food insecurities. We are a Title I school. And so that's really where it started. And we ended up with thousands and thousands of items to donate to families, including food. But we got laundry detergent, we got Pampers, we got feminine products, toothbrushes, all types of self-care items. And our school community really appreciated it and really needed it, because a lot of those things you don't realize are really the expensive things that families need to survive. Yes, everybody needs food, everybody needs shelter, but when it comes to self-care, we need those things too. And sometimes we don't consider those things. But among the comfort closet, you can see we have clothes here. We had a large toy drive just this past winter with COVID and a lot of the things that occur. A lot of needs were being met in terms of shelter and in terms of food, in terms of helping with housing and paying bills. Those needs were being met, but we still had our students who had wants. And as a child, you know what it means to be able to get a gift at Christmas.
Yes.
And so we were very fortunate enough with the help of Psi Epsilon Omega to be able to give every single student in our school 4 brand new Christmas gifts and a winter coat. So like people walked away with, you know, an abundance of things to be able to celebrate the holiday that they may not have been able to do otherwise if they were putting all of their financial support into the things that they need as opposed to the things that they want. And it was a great shopping experience. Parents could come. There were no kids invited. So it was a surprise to all of the students. And it was just great to be able to have PEO to support us and being able to provide that for our students. But there's been so many wonderful things that PEO has supported us in over the course of this 3 years. It warms my heart to know not only am I a member of the chapter, but the chapter does so much for our school and our school community.
Yes. All right. I'm so happy that you gave that beautiful, beautiful statement filled with just love and filled with appreciation. And that's how we feel. We're giving it right back to you as members of Psi Epsilon Omega chapter. We recognize that you wear the 2 hats, the very important, visionary, bold, daring, courageous leader of this school community, but you're also one of the wonderful, wonderful, proud members of our beautiful, beloved Psi Epsilon Omega chapter. And I remember the comfort closet. I've been in your community room where you are right now. And I remember doing some of those program initiatives and coming and seeing the school. So to know that it's reached so many exponentially, and you know there's so much more to come because we value this partnership and we want it to continue, which is a good segue into the other question that, you know, it's just this in my mind that, you know, at 15, you know, you said we've been with you for a wonderful 3 years and you're part of that 15 years of outstanding service, but an impactful service. But at 15, we can't just rest on our laurels here. You know, as you do with, you know, when you're thinking of your school community, you're forward thinking, you're strategically planning to move your institution forward. And that's what we're doing in Psi Epsilon Omega chapter. So at 15, what can you, you know, suggest by way of service initiatives that we could maybe work on together to, as we move forward to 15 years and beyond?
I think that that's a great question. One of the things that you said that really resonates with me is the word together, because I see a partnership as not just a one-way street. In a partnership, you have to do things together and it's a two-way street. You give a little, we give a little. And so I'm hoping that in the next 15 years of Psi Epsilon Omega and what we have for the future, that once COVID kind of dies down, that Oakland's elementary school will be able to give back to PEO as well. So when the chapter is having events or having things where we can have volunteers, that some of our students and some of our families will come out and help and support. I'm hoping that in the future we can have members of Psi Epsilon Omega come into the school and maybe help with tutoring or help with different drives and activities and events that we have. There's so many talents within our chapter. And so to be able to bridge the relationship between everyone in the chapter and everyone here at the school is really what I'm looking for in terms of future support, future help, and how we can work together in the future in order to make this partnership the best. I love Psi Epsilon Omega and everything that the chapter has done for our school.
And Psi Epsilon Omega chapter loves Oakland's elementary school in Prince George's County, Maryland, in the wonderful, beautiful city, the lovely Laurel, city of Laurel. We love and absolutely support you, Principal Jewel Preston, as this leader of this awesome school community. And you talk about the word together. What I see and just manifesting, in abundance around me where Oakland is concerned is community. That is what you really work that community piece and put it into action. It is a verb here. It is a living, breathing thing. So I that really resonates with me and all the members of Psi Epsilon Omega chapter. So Principal Jewel Preston, you have been wonderful. Thank you for letting us stop by today and have this.
No problem. Thank you for coming.
We want to come back again, and I'd love to tour the community room and see it in action and share it with all of the greater community. So we'll be looking forward to seeing that. And on behalf of the president of Psi Epsilon Omega chapter, Benita A. Swindell, and the first vice president, our program chairman, Sandra Yates, we thank you. And the members of Psi Epsilon Omega chapter, we thank you.
As part of building economic legacy wide range program initiatives, Psi Epsilon Omega chapter sponsored its Promising Pioneers program, an extended workshop series which educates youth about aspects of entrepreneurship. Program outcomes help young people take necessary action steps to starting and building businesses. Congratulations to Ms. Casey Harris, youth entrepreneur, owner of KM Beauty and Psi Epsilon Omega chapters 2021 Promising Pioneer Business Pitch Contest honoree. Ms. Harris is a senior at Bowie High School in Bowie, Maryland, and plans to attend Bowie State University in the fall. Let us hear from Ms. Harris, sharing some insights on promising pioneers and programs to support young people.
Good evening, and we are back. I am Natalie Stevenson, the chairman of the 15th anniversary committee for Psi Epsilon Omega chapter. It is my honor and privilege to spend this moment talking with a very important person. Miss Casey Harris is taking some time. Hello, Miss Casey, taking some time to have a brief chat with us. We want to spotlight Miss Casey Harris. She is quite the celebrity in Psi Epsilon Omega chapter and all of our communities that we serve. This is a household name, everyone. Why? Because Miss Casey Harris is a very, very impressive and outstanding and accomplished young person that our chapter is privileged and so happy to help support her initiatives of being an entrepreneur. Yes, Ms. Casey Harris is part of the Promising Pioneers program of Psi Epsilon Omega chapter. And I'm going to let her introduce herself and tell us a little bit about her involvement with that.
Hello, my name is Casey Marie Harris, and I'm the owner of KM Beauty. And the AKA has been such a great influence on me. They've given me so much information on how to build my business, how to operate my business, just the inside works on it and how to manage it overall. And they've been a great influence on just inspiring me and to keep doing what I'm doing.
Wonderful. And that's kind of a segue into a few questions that I wanted to ask you, Casey. The Promising Pioneers program is part of our sororities and our local chapters program target, where we are trying to promote business entrepreneurship, Black-owned business entrepreneurship, especially also promote young people involvement with that as part of a financial literacy push, as part of vocational educational push. So the Promising Pioneers program is very, very unique with its aims. So recently, someone told me that you, Miss Casey, are an honoree. So can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes. So I received an award to help me just grow my business and market and buy new appliances to help elevate my business. And this has meant so much to me. And I feel like it's very important to support the younger Black community because they're the future.
Yes, absolutely. And you are getting a head start, a running start. It has become very obvious in the times that we're living in. People have really turned to being inspired and taking action on using their creativity to do many things, especially launch businesses. And adults take years, you know. Some people work towards building, carving out a new career for themselves through entrepreneurship over a lifetime of work. But you, young persons, young people like you are doing that at this time, a very challenging time that we're living in. So I want to applaud you, especially because it takes a lot of courage and drive. And like I said, critical, sharp, keen thinking and creativity. So I want to congratulate you as being our Promising Pioneer honoree. And I wanted to ask you, what could you suggest for Psi Epsilon Omega chapter at 15? You know, 15, that represents a history and a legacy. We've done a lot, but we have to be forward thinking as we move forward to 15 and beyond. So what could you suggest to our chapter in terms of ways that we could still design, plan, and initiate service initiatives to support youth in the communities we serve?
I think a great way to do that would be making it more inviting and like a community activity. Like you can go to, a lot of people are in need in our community and they're just looking for people to be there for them, somebody to talk to. So if they have more like events like the Zoom meetings where they just discuss so many ways to grow your business, people are so interested to just learn. So if you put that out there, people will come together.
Yes. And our chapter is looking to all of you, the youth. You are our future. And with the start that you've made through what you're doing, I can see your entrepreneurial dream blossoming to a big Fortune 500 company, and all of our members and the residents of our communities will be there to support you. So, Ms. Casey, you are the Promising Pioneer honoree. And I want to close by asking you this. What's the one thing you could say that the Promising Pioneers program, sponsored through Psi Epsilon Omega chapter, has done for you in particular?
One thing that they have done for me is they showed me that believing in myself is very telling. Like the way that I believe in myself, everybody else starts to see it that way. And I really appreciate how much they trusted my vision.
Excellent. Well said. I thank you so much, Miss Casey.
Thank
I'm
you.
going to be looking for you. You're the one to watch. You're one of the ones to watch. Psi Epsilon Omega chapter is so proud of your achievement. We're proud of all of the youth that we are working with and collaborating with to support these dreams, these entrepreneurial dreams that will definitely blossom for you into a smashing success. So you hear that, everyone out there? Look for Miss Casey Harris. Look for her, the businesswoman of the future extraordinaire. On behalf of the president of Psi Epsilon Omega chapter, Benita A. Swindell, I really want to thank you for taking this time to have a moment with us and be a part of our anniversary celebration. So best wishes to you, Miss Casey Harris. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
One of Psi Epsilon Omega chapter's newest community partners, the African Women's Cancer Awareness Association, or AWCAA, works to reduce the burden of cancer on African immigrant women and their families by providing access to screening and care for all African women in Prince George's County, the US, and abroad. Ms. Ife Wabukwu, president of AWCAA, shares thoughts about partnering with Psi Epsilon Omega chapter.
I am so excited to be here with one of Psi Epsilon Omega chapter's community partners, one of our newest partners, and we're so happy about that. This is Ms. Ife Wabukwu. Thank you, Ms. Ife Wabukwu, president of the African Women's Cancer Awareness Association, the AWCAA. And we are so happy to have you join us today, Ms. Wabukwu, because Psi Epsilon Omega chapter is a proud partner of yours. And we are celebrating 15 years of not just the community service that we initiate. We're celebrating 15 years of working with wonderful partners, partner organizations such as yours. So Ms. Wabukwu, can you tell us a little bit about the African Women's Cancer Awareness Association?
First of all, thank you so much for inviting me for this short interview. It's been a pleasure. I'm really, really glad and excited to be partnering with your group. Women's Cancer Awareness Association is an organization whose mission is to reduce the burden of cancer, especially breast cancer, on African immigrants and also on, women as a whole. Cancer does not discriminate. So we've been in the county since inception. We serve mainly women in the DC metro area. And we are very pleased and excited because your vice president some years back, we worked with her. Relationship has stayed on since then. So it's been a great pleasure partnering with you because we know what these two powerhouses as women organization, what we can do for the community. And we witnessed it by your sponsorship.
Thank you so much for saying that. And I'm sure on behalf of our president, Benita A. Swindell, and our vice president, who you just mentioned, First Vice President Sandra Yates, who's in charge of our program initiatives, they will be so delighted to know that you expressed that. And I'm glad to know that through longstanding sustained connections with individuals like Ms. Yates, that this partnership could grow and blossom and actually manifest into some wonderful service projects. Literacy is so important, and I do know that Psi Epsilon Omega chapter working with you helped to provide some literacy materials, as well as in the age of this unfortunate pandemic, help support some of the COVID relief initiatives of your organizations. We were very excited to be a part of that and honored to be a part of that. Psi Epsilon Omega chapter is 15, as you know, and we are celebrating 15 years of the service projects that we do throughout the service cities of Laurel, Greenbelt, and Bowie, and Greater Prince George's County. But it's not just about the service that we render, that we sponsor in and of ourselves, the members of the organization. The 15-year commemoration and celebration also spotlights and earmarks 15 years of working with outstanding partners and partner organizations like yours. And so how has Psi Epsilon Omega chapter and this partnership impacted your organization?
I would like to say with pride and gratitude, this year during the height of the COVID, your chapter donated, I believe it's 100 dictionaries in English and in Spanish. I also believe some of them came in French. Mm-hmm. So here we are at the Beltway Plaza Mall, where we had a back to school event for the residents of Greenbelt and people in the surrounding areas. And you should see how the young kids, their mothers, everybody was so excited grabbing these dictionaries. And I had thought that the years of books were over. They have their computers, their cell phone. Mm-hmm. But the community really, really appreciated those gifts. And I would say it was such a joy to see the faces of the children, especially. So, it was such a timely gift. And I'm looking forward to us partnering again sometime in August or just before school starts to do something that the community will appreciate just like they did last year. That was a good, great gift. Let's go and do more.
Wonderful. And that was the segue into the second question, which you answered. 15 years, we can't just stop and just rest. 15 years also marks 15 years and beyond. And Miss Ife Wabukwu, President of the African Women's Cancer Awareness Association, the AWCAA, thank you so much for being with us today. Thank you so much for those kind, and I say motivational and inspirational words, because talking about the future and moving forward, working together, that is going to be very impactful. I appreciate that the young people, our lives are going to be enriched by those literacy materials, because we know literacy builds lives, right? It builds and empowers. So I hope that we can do that as well, that and many more things, 15 years and beyond, moving together. Thank you so much for being with us today. And on behalf of our president, Benita A. Swindell, and our first vice president, Sandra Yates, thank you so much. We're looking forward to continuing this wonderful collaboration.
Thank you for having me. And may I also express congratulations to your chapter for the great work you're doing. We hope and we know 15 years will produce more better always want to remind women, make sure you get your yearly mammogram. We are here to serve all women. If you need breast cancer screening, please get in touch with our office. This is why we want to continue to empower and encourage women to live and stay healthy. So congratulations to everybody, and thank you so much for your love and for your partnership.
For the past several years, Psi Epsilon Omega chapter extended its global impact initiatives through valued community partnerships that aim to support international communities in Prince George's County, Maryland. For over the past several years, Psi Epsilon Omega and Greenbelt Cares Youth and Family Services Bureau collaborated to provide educational services to international families in the city of Greenbelt, Maryland. Ms. Judith Herring, Greenbelt Cares Vocational Educational Counselor, shares her thoughts on the impact of sustained partnership with Psi Epsilon Omega chapter.
We are here for a very special talk. I am Natalie Stevenson, the Psi Epsilon Omega chapter 15th anniversary chairman, and I'm honored and privileged to spend this moment with one of our valued community partners, Ms. Judith Herring of Greenbelt Cares Youth and Family Services Bureau. And Psi Epsilon Omega chapter is so very excited and heartened to be able to partner with fine organizations that are doing impactful programs for the residents of one of our service area cities, city of Greenbelt. And so I really appreciate you, Ms. Herring, taking the time to sit and chat with us. Psi Epsilon Omega chapter is, as you know, 15 years old, proudly serving the cities of Greenbelt, Laurel, and Bowie. And 15 years really represents longevity and legacy. And Greenbelt Cares Youth and Family Services Bureau is a part of that history of Psi Epsilon Omega rendering service. And we're so excited and happy that you and your organization could be with us at this time to commemorate this longstanding partnership. And so, Ms. Herring, can you just tell us a little bit about Greenbelt Cares Youth and Family Services Bureau?
Sure. And I'm honored and thank you for having me. And it's a privilege to be a part of your organization, as well as an honor to be a part of Greenbelt Cares. The mission actually, it's a service bureau to provide counseling and allow members of the community to have better lives through counseling, crisis intervention. They have a senior program, and I'm the vocational educational counselor. What that means is I teach GED, ESOL, and help people with the world of work. And especially with COVID, many people were out looking for jobs, and we work with resume writing, budget classes, babysitting courses, and whatever it takes to help people secure employment, or at least gain some confidence and skills to do whatever it is to have better productive lives and just better lives in general.
Wonderful. That is so wonderful. Very impactful and very necessary, and I'm sure appreciated in the city of Greenbelt. And so my first question to you, Ms. Herring, is you are very familiar with Psi Epsilon Omega chapter, and particularly members of the Global Impact Committee. And we've done some work with you, some very wonderful work with you with adults through Greenbelt Cares, the tutoring services. And so I'd just like you to talk a moment about that. How has Psi Epsilon Omega chapter's partnership and involvement with your organization impacted your community?
Well, many of your members came, we work in a clubhouse in Old Greenbelt, predominantly the Spring Hill Lake community, where the services are really needed. and members of the sorority came and helped with the ESOL program, but ESOL for adults, parents wanting to help their children with homework, parents wanting to learn English, just learn any form of English, whatever they could to communicate, because many of the children end up translating for the parents. And many of your sisters also came and helped with tutoring program, both individual and in a group tutoring session. And whatever skills, it's not a degree program in that you don't need a degree in a particular area, English, social studies, science, but as long as you have skills and expertise and compassion, I will match a student to the tutor. And just the partnership was just a beautiful experience. Everybody benefited.
Oh, thank you so much, Ms. Herring. And we were so happy, really happy to be a part of that. Your enthusiasm and your energy and just your passion for what you do through Greenbelt Cares, it's infectious. I mean, as soon as we connected with you and connected with Greenbelt Cares, many of the members of the Global Impact Initiative, they returned and came back and continued to work lockstep with you. And so how are the community of adults that you work with doing at this time?
Unfortunately, with COVID, we've put some of the program on hold, although it's really continued through Zoom. We're starting back slowly, so we have a hybrid, both Zoom and in the clubhouse, but we're still predominantly Zoom. I'm also on a medical leave. I had some surgeries, but one of my former student interns became my assistant, so he's continued the program. But the program itself is a very non-traditional program, because if we ran traditional, as far as I'm concerned, with textbooks and a curriculum, people can find that somewhere, or for me, it doesn't always translate into being successful. So what I try to do is work with each individual student and mentor or sorority sister to find out what specific skills and interests they have and match that with the student and the parent, so that we can zero in on what does the parent want to learn? What do they want to speak about? What are specifically the needs that's going to make each person successful? So if it means, how do I speak with the teacher? We focus on the language skills, calling the school, practicing the school, pretending that I'm the teacher, you're the parent, and my child is sick today, and I need to tell the teacher that Jose is sick and won't be in class today. But it's very specialized. It's not any curriculum-based program. It's really based on the needs of each individual student and tutor.
That's so important that you said that. So this is one of the reasons why Psi Epsilon Omega chapter is eager to continue this partnership, because what you do is customized service initiative, which really gets to the needs. And I really appreciate you explaining that to our community here. And so that's a good segue, talking about the partnership and continuing to engage with each other. We're 15, our organization, as you know, and 15, now that we're 15, we have to be forward thinking, just as your organization is forward thinking. And so as a valued partner that's going to continue on with us working together, what suggestions can you give us in terms of service initiatives that you would like to see enacted or initiated, working with and through our partnership?
Just a continued interest. If your participants and the sisters have certain ideas, maybe with reading a novel, if any are specifically bilingual, that might really help. But again, just the interest. What I run is more like community. Many of the participants will bring a dish from their culture. And so again, it's not a very rigid classroom situation. It's a community and inclusive. So people feel friendly towards each other. Everybody knows their name. We introduce each other every day. Good morning, Miss Shannon. Good morning, Miss Judy. I'm from Ethiopia. I'm from America. How long have you been in this country? How long have you been in country? Thank you. And then they turn to the next person. So again, it's not the rigid classroom setting. It's a place where people feel welcome and want to come. And that's a huge piece for me. Nobody has to be there. There's no requirement. If you want to be there, everybody is welcome. It doesn't matter what the skill level, what the knowledge base is. It's a very welcoming, open forum. And if you don't want to come or you can come, and I certainly have been working with adult education for a very long time. And so some of the parents have jobs, some have sick children, some have no transportation. So it's very much an empathy and an understanding of the needs of the community and flexibility. And as long as I have flexible partners, we can do whatever we can do, and happy to do it and grateful with a minimal requirement. It's not like there's a commitment of 5 years or 3 years or 1 month or if you can come, thank you so much. If you can't come today, thank you for your service. It's a very open, fluid situation. And I've been successful at it for a very long time because of the welcoming openness of the program. And CARES and the community, the city of Greenbelt, has allowed me that flexibility. And I was awarded a gift many years ago, and I cherish it every day.
And we cherish you, and we cherish Greenbelt CARES, Youth and Family Services Bureau. And just like you said, everybody is welcome. We definitely feel welcome as a partner organization. So on behalf of Psi Epsilon Omega Chapter President Benita A. Swindell and our first Vice President, who's also our Program Chairman, Sandra Yates, and the members of Psi Epsilon Omega Chapter of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, we thank you, Ms. Judith Herring of Greenbelt CARES Youth and Family Bureau Services. And we definitely look forward to 15 years and beyond working together to serve and meet the needs of the residents of the city of Greenbelt. So thank you for being with us today.
Thank you so much. And thank you for being a part of Greenbelt CARES and choosing us and continuing to be with us as well.
Yes, thank you. Have a good evening.
Thank you, you too.
And now, another musical performance by Mr. Brandon Jamal Felder, a spoken word selection featuring Koshen's the MC, Tomorrow I See.
A picture painted perfect, a life you can't rehearse, but we're all connected through love to never feel deserted, appreciated by the ones who realize what your worth is. It's time for you to arrive, step from behind the curtain, be on purpose with purpose. This is your stage show. Don't just go along for the ride like in a stagecoach. See, for change we approach to continue to grow and to continue to rise when we're living for more. Lights get dim for sure, but that's part of the process. To cocoon to a better you, that's progress. Then butterfly to new heights and conquests. This one life with more levels to contest. Step outside of ourselves and see the bigger view. Create a new reality today for me and you. Allowing the past to help our vision and see it through. The very things that mean the most. It's so beautiful. Because tomorrow I see. Tomorrow I see. Tomorrow I see. We rise like a phoenix from the ashes. Unity in masses, it's a new day. Learning from the past and lending a helping hand, it's the new way. Being the change we want to see, reflecting light like still lakes. We break down hate with love and use truth as a vaccine to cure the infection of lies. Resewing those slit ties that bond. See, one man's might can't win this fight, but together we're so strong. Singing songs of victory to uphold and uplift. Encouraging others to open their gift. Exchanging positive vibes so the feeling is mutual. The very things that mean the most is so beautiful. Because tomorrow I see. Tomorrow I see. NPHC.
Special presentations to Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, Psi Epsilon Omega Chapter. State of Maryland, Office of the Governor, Larry Hogan, Governor. Psi Epsilon Omega Chapter of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, 15th Anniversary Celebration, Laurel, Bowie, and Greenbelt, Maryland. Dear friends, welcome to the 15th anniversary of the Psi Epsilon Omega Chapter of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority. Since 2007, the members of the Psi Epsilon Omega Chapter of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority have worked to serve students and communities throughout Laurel, Bowie, and Greenbelt. I want to thank Chapter President Benita A. Swindell for her exceptional leadership and every member of the Psi Epsilon Omega Chapter for all you do to enhance the social, economic, and educational well-being in communities across our state. Please accept my best wishes for a memorable anniversary celebration and for continued success in the years to come. Sincerely, Larry Hogan, Governor. Prince George's County, Maryland, a proclamation. Whereas the Office of the County Executive for Prince George's County, Maryland, acknowledges and congratulates the Psi Epsilon Omega Chapter of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated on the occasion of your 15th anniversary. And whereas Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated was chartered on the campus of Howard University in Washington, D.C. in 1908, making it the oldest Greek letter organization established in America by women of color. And whereas in 2007, the Psi Epsilon Omega Chapter was chartered by 27 women, making them the 69th graduate chapter in the North Atlantic region. And whereas Benita A. Swindell serves as the 4th president, PEO, of the chapter, the community service and humanitarian efforts of this chapter are truly representative of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated's mission to be of service to all mankind. And whereas the Psi Epsilon Omega Chapter has initiated over 400 sisters and is committed to rendering impactful service in the Laurel, Greenbelt, and Bowie communities. And whereas residents from across Prince George's County and the Washington metropolitan region have benefited greatly from the efforts of the Psi Epsilon Omega Chapter. Chapter members are to be commended for positively impacting our communities for 15 years. Now, therefore, I, Angela D. Alsobrooks, County Executive for Prince George's County, Maryland, do hereby recognize and congratulate the Psi Epsilon Omega Chapter of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated on the 24th day of April 2022 for 15 years of perfection, excellence, and outstanding community service. Further, I call upon the citizens and residents of this great county to join me in congratulating the sisters of the Psi Epsilon Omega Chapter as they gather to celebrate 15 years of outstanding community service and friendship to our community. Angela Alsobrooks, County Executive.
Hello, ladies of the Psi Epsilon Omega Chapter of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. I want to thank your president, Benita Swindell, for the invitation to join you virtually. And I want to congratulate you all on 15 years of Pearlfection, excellence, and outstanding community service. 15 years is a significant milestone. As the years go by, organizations rise and set as circumstances change. But the Psi Epsilon Omega Chapter has endured. Your commitment to each other and to excellence has never wavered. Through joy and tears, through prosperity and a pandemic, you are still here today, and that is truly something to celebrate. Your legacy of sisterhood will be sustained by the members that will carry the Psi Epsilon Omega banner for the next 15 years and beyond. and your legacy of service will live on in the many residents your outreach has helped. Our communities are better because of the impact that you have had. So I thank you all on behalf of Prince Georgians. But I want you to know that your heart for service reaches beyond the limits of Bowie, Laurel, and Greenbelt. It goes past Prince George's County and the state of Maryland. The work you do is service that extends to all mankind. Congratulations again, Psi Epsilon Omega. We wish you a happy anniversary, and we are all looking forward to what the next 15 years will bring. May God continue to bless each of you, and may God continue to bless Prince George's County.
Mayoral citation presented to Psi Epsilon Omega Chapter in celebration of your 15th anniversary and in recognition of your service and commitment to the citizens of Prince George's County and the greater Laurel area community. Congratulations and best wishes. April 24th, 2022. Craig A. Moe, Mayor. Timothy J. Adams, Mayor, City of Bowie, Bowie, Maryland. To the members of Psi Epsilon Omega Chapter, on behalf of the City of Bowie, I would like to extend our sincere and heartfelt congratulations to the members of Psi Epsilon Omega Chapter of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority for reaching the impressive milestone of 15 years of service and achievements within Bowie and their wider northern Prince George's County region. From humble beginnings in the spring of 2007 to today, Psi Epsilon Omega has continued to embody the goal of exemplifying excellence through sustainable service. What you have accomplished over these last 15 years is impressive. I applaud and support your efforts to spearhead the creation of events and programs that serve and uplift African American women and people of color in the Bowie area and around the world. Your commitment to enhancing the social, economic, and educational well-being of local, national, and international communities in need is truly exceptional. So, on this anniversary, the City of Bowie thanks each of you for continuing to stay true to your commitment to provide impactful and sustainable service to the community. You have accomplished much in 15 years. We look forward to an even brighter future in the years to come. Timothy J. Adams, Mayor, City of Bowie, Maryland.
Hi, I'm Tim Adams, the mayor of the great city of Bowie, Maryland, and I'd like to wish congratulations to Psi Epsilon Omega Chapter of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority on 15 years of service to our community. On behalf of the entire City Council, our citizens, and all of those in this area, we want to say thank you. We know how much you do for all of us, and we want to wish you another 15 years. Again, congratulations, and from all of the other Divine Nine, thank you.
Proclamation. Whereas Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated was organized on the campus of Howard University in Washington, D.C. during the 1908 academic year, making it the oldest Greek letter organization established in America by women of color. And whereas Alpha Kappa Alpha's singular determination is to be of supreme in service to all mankind, while focusing on the attributes of high scholarship, leadership, service, and exemplary character among its membership. And whereas Psi Epsilon Omega PEO chapter of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority was chartered on April 29th, 2007 as the 69th graduate chapter in the North Atlantic region of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. And whereas Psi Epsilon Omega chapter of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated is celebrating 15 years of impactful service initiatives and achievements within Prince George's County. And whereas Psi Epsilon Omega chapter Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority has aggressively implemented service programming in the communities of Greenbelt, Laurel, and Bowie, Maryland, including the Heart Cafe, Stuff a Backpack School Supplies Drive, the Community Health Fair, and many more. Now, therefore, I, Emmett V. Jordan, by the authority vested in me by the citizens and City Council of Greenbelt, do hereby proclaim April 29th, 2022, as Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, Psi Epsilon Omega Chapter Day in Greenbelt, and call upon all residents to celebrate on the occasion of their 15th anniversary. In witness whereof, I have hereunto set my hand and caused the seal of the city of Greenbelt, Maryland, to be affixed this 8th day of April, 2022. Emmett V. Jordan, Mayor.
Good evening. My name is Emmett Jordan. I'm Mayor of the City of Greenbelt. And it's my honor to virtually address you and bring greetings on behalf of the residents and City Council of Greenbelt. I congratulate you on the occasion of the 15th anniversary of Psi Epsilon Omega chapter of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated on April 29th, 2007. I'd like to take a moment to acknowledge your president, Benita Swindell, your first vice president and program chair, Sandra Yates, and Natalie Stevenson, the 15th anniversary committee chair, for all of your work in coordinating this festive event. I'd also like to recognize all of the more than 400 members of your chapter. You know, I'm honored to be able to acknowledge and express our gratitude to Psi Epsilon Omega for your many service initiatives and achievements within Prince George's County, and particularly in the city of Greenbelt. I understand that your 2018-2022 international program is focused on the theme exemplifying excellence through sustainable service. Your commitment to service is felt here in many ways, both subtle and obvious. Your presence is significant and impactful. I do have a personal connection to Alpha Kappa Alpha International, as my mother and one of my aunts were both members of an early undergraduate chapter at Dillard University. So I just want to make sure that you know that I have that connection, and I am interested and available to support you in your activities. So in closing, I just want to congratulate you all on this memorable occasion and to wish you continued success as you move forward. Thank you for your service to Greenbelt, and best wishes to all of you moving forward. Thank you.
Prince George's County, Maryland, County Council. A proclamation. Whereas the Psi Epsilon Omega chapter of the Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated is celebrating its 15th anniversary, and whereas organized on the campus of Howard University in Washington, D.C. during the 1908 academic year, Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated is the oldest Greek letter organization established in America by women of color. And whereas, beginning with 27 professionally diverse members who were committed to a common goal of chartering a chapter to service the cities of Laurel, Bowie, and Greenbelt, Maryland, the Psi Epsilon Omega chapter of the Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated was chartered on Sunday, April 29th, 2007. And whereas the Psi Epsilon Omega chapter of the Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated was chartered as the 69th graduate chapter in the North Atlantic region and made possible through the efforts of Evelyn Sample Oates, Centennial North Atlantic Regional Director, with the assistance of Barbara A. McKenzie, Centennial International President, and whereas the Psi Epsilon Omega chapter has been aggressively implementing its programs of service in the communities of Laurel, Bowie, and Greenbelt, to include the Heart Cafe, Stuff a Backpack School Supplies Drive, the Community Health Fair, and many, many more. And whereas the Psi Epsilon Omega chapter of the Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated is proud of its achievements and continue to seek out new opportunities to provide community service to the residents of Prince George's County, Maryland. And whereas the Prince George's County Council is honored to have this opportunity to participate in the significant celebration of the Psi Epsilon Omega chapter of the Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. Now, therefore, be it proclaimed by the Prince George's County Council that the Psi Epsilon Omega chapter of the Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated is congratulated on its 15th anniversary and wished continued success in the future. Calvin S. Hawkins II, Council Chair. Sidney J. Harrison, Council Vice Chair. Elizabeth House, Fish of Laurel Incorporated. Mrs. Benita A. Swindell, President. Psi Epsilon Omega Chapter. Dear Mrs. Swindell, we congratulate the Psi Epsilon Omega Chapter of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority on your 15th anniversary. The Psi Epsilon Omega Chapter has been a strong and valued partner of Elizabeth House in their public service efforts, and we look forward to continuing this relationship for many years to come. Sincerely, Stephanie L. Hammond, President, Board of Trustees.
Distinguished guests, please join the members of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, Psi Epsilon Omega Chapter in the 15th anniversary toast presented by First Vice President Sandra Yates and Second Vice President Dr. Nicole M. Alford.
Join us in a toast as we gather here on this memorable evening in celebration of the 15th anniversary of the Psi Epsilon Omega chapter of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. This auspicious occasion marks the commemoration of 15 years of outstanding, impactful service supporting the communities of Laurel, Bowie, and Greenbelt in Prince George's County, Maryland. Thank you to all who embarked on this journey of 15 years, carrying out the mission, vision, and work of the chapter.
15 years also marks a continuation of Psi Epsilon Omega's rich legacy of commitment to people, communities, and causes that enhance the quality of life for residents of Prince George's County, Maryland, and forward the humanitarian pursuits of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. Psi Epsilon Omega chapter members, members of the chapter, communities, and community partners, we look forward to witnessing you aspire to aim higher and growing in your accomplishments and fulfilling the mission of service to all mankind. Let's raise our glasses. Happy 15th anniversary, Psi Epsilon Omega chapter. Cheers.
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 Next, a serenade by Dean Phil, featuring the song See the Invisible, in celebration of sisterhood, a tribute to the ladies of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, Psi Epsilon Omega Chapter.
So you say you wanna break away, wanna run away, leave it all behind. You're falling down on the ground, pleading for mercy. Your soul is reaching out, you're running out of time. Open your eyes as I did mine. See the invisible, do the impossible. Lead with your heart, love will show you the way. Dream the incredible, do something beautiful. Your faith will lift you up, love will show you the way. Always struggle for his happiness, to be content, some meaning in our lives. The words we say every day. We're hiding our feelings behind a mountain. Together we will climb. Open your eyes as I did mine. Oh, see the invisible, do the impossible. Lead with your heart, love will show you the way. Dream the incredible, do something beautiful. Your faith will lift you up, love will show you the way. Always struggle for his happiness, to be content, some meaning in our lives. The words we say every day, we're hiding our feelings behind a mountain. Together we will climb. Open your eyes as I did mine. Oh, see the invisible, do the impossible. Lead with your heart, love will show you the way. Dream the incredible, do something beautiful. Your faith will lift you up, love will show you the way. Always struggle for his happiness, to be content, some meaning in our lives. The words we say every day, we're hiding our feelings behind a mountain. Together we will climb. Open your eyes as I did mine. Oh, see the invisible, do the impossible. Lead with your heart, love will show you the way. Dream the incredible, do something beautiful. Your faith will lift you up, love will show you the way. Always struggle for his happiness, to be content, some meaning in our lives. The words we say every day, we're hiding our feelings behind a mountain. Together we will climb. Open your eyes as I did mine. Oh, see the invisible, do the impossible. Lead with your heart, love will show you the way. Dream the incredible, do something beautiful. Your faith will lift you up, love will show you the way. Dream the incredible, do something beautiful. Your faith will lift you up, love will show you the way. Dream the incredible, do something beautiful. Your faith will lift you up, love will show you the way. Dream the incredible, do something beautiful. Your faith will lift you up, love will show you the way. Always struggle for his happiness, to be content, some meaning in our lives. The words we say every day, we're hiding our feelings behind a mountain. Together we will climb. Open your eyes as I did mine. Oh, see the invisible, do the impossible. Lead with your heart, love will show you the way. Dream the incredible, do something beautiful. face will lift you up. Love will show you the way. Always struggle for his happiness, to be content, some meaning in our lives. The words we say every day, we're hiding our feelings. A higher mountain, together we will climb. Open your eyes as I did mine. Oh, see the invisible, do the impossible. Lead with your heart, love will show you the way. Dream the incredible, do something beautiful. Your faith will lift you up, love will show you the way. Always struggle for his happiness, to be content, some meaning in our lives. The words we say every day, we're hiding our feelings. A higher mountain, together we will climb. Open your eyes as I did mine. Oh, see the invisible, do the impossible. Lead with your heart, love will show you the way. Dream the incredible, do something beautiful. Your faith will lift you up, love will show you the way. Through it all, you brought out the best in me. You were there for me, the answer to my call. Knowing you, revealing my destiny. Every part of me, life I give to you. Oh, see the invisible, do the impossible. Lead with your heart, love will show you the way. See the invisible, do the impossible. Lead with your heart, love will show you the way. Dream the incredible, do the impossible. Lead with your heart, love will show you the way. Dream the incredible, do something beautiful. Your faith will lift you up, will lift up all of us. Believe with all your heart, love will show you the way.
Thank you all for joining us this evening to celebrate Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated Psi Epsilon Omega Chapter's 15th anniversary.
honoring 15 years of Pearlfection excellence and outstanding community service. President Benita A. Swindell, the chapter leadership, and members express unyielding appreciation to the cities of Laurel, Bowie, and Greenbelt, the communities at large, partner organizations supporting businesses, State of Maryland, Prince George's County, and local city officials, and Pan-Hellenic Council Divine Nine organizations for 15 years of supporting Psi Epsilon Omega chapters programs, service initiatives, and activities. Your sustained connections with the chapter propel Psi Epsilon Omega to aspire to aim higher at 15 years and beyond. Thank you all, distinguished guest presenters, performers, and Psi Epsilon Omega Chapter 15th Anniversary Committee and collaborating committees who contributed to this special program and the 15th Anniversary Virtual Museum. Your contributions help to make this milestone anniversary celebration a memorable experience. All the best to you, and good evening, everyone.